Hey guys, welcome back to week 2 of our distance learning for Programming 1. This week we've got 3 small little programs, and they're going to be using the fstring command as well as the print using command. And I know those are new commands for you. You can find information on them all over the internet. You can Google it, things like that, but also I'll include it on the PowerPoint so that you can take a look at that. But we got 3 small programs. Look, the bottom line with the video is it's designed for me to just tell you what the 3 programs are, and then yeah, it's true. You're going to see the whole solution. Do me a favor. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to attempt all 3 programs first. Hopefully you can get them running. And then if you can't or you get stuck, you can come check out the video and you can take a look at it and see maybe where you went wrong. And then if you're super stuck after that, by all means, contact me, email me. We'll get together. I'll walk you through and we'll go through all that. Now, that means if you are watching this video for the first time, stop it now. And then come back to this portion of the video next time so that you can check your work and all that good stuff. So, if this is your first time, stop it. Excellent. All right, so now let's take a look at these 3 programs that Mr. Willie's assigned for you this week. So we go into Google Classroom. We're dealing with levels 2, number 1, 2, number 3, and 2, number 6. So level 1 here, I'm asking you to use format string. With that format string, we want the program to print a table for company names, assets, and sales of 3 various companies. And then I gave you a little hint here for the fstring as to what it should look like. So let's take a look here in Q and see if we can't make this happen here. So let's get Q open. First and foremost, we got to go open it up here. All kinds of stuff going on here, guys. So bear with me for 1 second while I open it up. I know, Mr. Willie, you should have had it open. I get it. I just had it open and totally closed it up. I wasn't even thinking. So anyhow, you guys got Q64 on your flash drives. You should be able to open it up, no problem. But here's that first one. So when we go into this, what it's doing is excuse me, that was last week's. My bad. Okay, right here. Alright, so there it is. This one is asking for company, its assets, and its sales. And notice we use tab just to line it up, make it look good. And then we told it what its market value was. So we're going to use an F string here. Okay, and that's our format. There's all of our numbers that we've got there. And then we've got the final value here. So let's take a look here, and we've got all that info in there. This is just going to be a big displayed printout, nothing crazy. It's right there. Okay, so you've got Magma, has assets and sales there, has a market value there. Webscape, there's their assets, their sale, their market value. Superline, assets, sales, and market value there. So just be aware of that as you go through there. So we've got that. That was the first program. The second one that I asked you to look at this week is I want you to create a program that tells the users how many words per minute they were typing. I gave you a words per minute format here. You're going to have 4 inputs asking their name, words typed, minutes spent typing, and how many errors they had. And if we look at that program, so we go in here and we open up number 3. Alright, it's a real simple program when you really look at it. There's 4 input statements, there's a words per minute calculator, and then you just use this print using statement, which might be a new statement for you, but it's really cool. It allows you to have formats set up. So we go in here, we run this one. Okay, name, let's go Willie. How many words typed? I'm going to say 800, and we're going to say that I typed for 7 minutes, and I had, I don't know, 15 errors. Okay, so Willie typed 104 words per minute, and that's probably pretty accurate for about what I can type at max pace. So good guess in there, Mr. Willie. Good job. But anyways, that's the output. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy. It was just to get you to use that print using statement, because in the next program you're going to need it. So in that next program, what we've got going on there is we want you to create essentially a attendance report for Heritage High School. So we're going to ask for the date. We want the enrollment for 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders at Heritage. Make those numbers up, guys. There's roughly, I don't know, 1,600 kids at Heritage. So you divide that out, by 4. That's, right around, what, 300 and some odd kids per grade kind of deal. So anyways, actually 400, excuse me, Mr. Willie, learn your math, right? But anyways, we got that going on. Then you're going to need to say how many kids missed class that day. And then there's your formula to kind of figure out the percentage. And then you're going to spit out that percentage with an F string and a print using statement. So, big mouthful. How do we make that happen? Well, it's not overly difficult. I think it's one of those things where the first time you do it, it might be, and then after that, you're like, oh yeah, this is easy to do. So anyhow, big long program here. Not really. Okay, it's not a bonus program, right? But there we're asking for the enrollment from all 4 grades. We want the input, of how many were absent. There's your percentage to, determine the percent. And then right here, change this to Heritage High School. And let's run this. So we said there's roughly 400 kids, give or take, per grade here. But today's date, we're going to go with 04/26 and 20, right? 9th grade enrollment, let's say 402. Let's go 398, and we're going to go 400 here, and I don't know. Let's go 388, right? And 9th graders absent that day, I don't know. Let's say 35 of them were absent, and we'll go 10th graders, we'll say 27, and 11th graders, we'll say, I don't know, 16, and then hey, must have been senior skip day, right? We're going to say, let's see, the athletes have to be there. Nobody else really does, so let's go 302 kids are absent, right? Boom, and there it is. Gives you the grade, gives you the total number of students, gives you the number absent. Got a little problem here, okay? That is a direct result of me just with a typo. You guys can find it in there. It's not hard. And there you go right there. So there's your output. There are your programs for the week. Hopefully they weren't overly difficult. Guys, I need you to submit them, though, so that I can put them in the grade book. You should all have 100%, so you all see how to do them correctly and all that good stuff, but I need them. So if you can get those to me, I greatly appreciate it. And, hopefully you guys are staying healthy and everything's going well for you. If you need something, don't be afraid to ask, and I'll be back with you next week. Thanks.